Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the no-cap recap of the April 19th, 2022, Season 9, Episode 23 of The Curse of Oak Island called Follow the Cobblestone Road, a play on the Wizard of Oz's Follow the Yellow Brick Road. The Curse of Oak Island is still cable television's most watched non-scripted show. If you missed my recap of Episode 22, there's a link to it in the upper right. Let's get into it. There's an island in the North Atlantic where people have been looking for an incredible treasure for 227 years. With 3 weeks left to go before search operations on Oak Island are halted until spring, which is now in real time, the team is digging a bonus 5th 10-foot wide steel encased shaft. Previously in the general area, they have found evidence of gold and silver through water sample testing and believe tunnels at around 90 feet due to wood brought up from that level that dates as early as 1488. Marty Lagina has remained on Oak Island, but Rick and other members of the team are on a field trip to Portugal. They are searching for clues that might tie the Portuguese order of the Knights Templar called the Knights of Christ to Oak Island and the finds over the last 2 years that were identified as Portuguese in origin. In 1126, the mother of the first Portuguese king donated Fonte Arcada, one of the oldest Christian churches in the country, to the order. It is believed to be the oldest Templar stronghold in Europe. Rick splits the group in two to look for symbols on both sides at the same time. There are symbols on many of the stones, some of which could be maker's marks. Alex Lagina, finds this symbol, which is also on the 90-foot stone, which was found in the money pit in 1804. On the outside of the church is the symbol. The dot inside the circle is an alchemical symbol for gold. In 1921, a large stone with symbols was found on Oak Island's northern shore. It was blown up with dynamite so searchers could dig underneath, but nothing was found. One of the fragments was photographed and is known as the H.O. stone. Back on Oak Island, Rick Lagina and metal detection expert Gary Drayton arrive on Lot 8 to continue unearthing previous metal detector hits that are marked with flags. First up is this possible iron hinge. Next they find this musket lock plate. Marty and Gary meet archaeologist Laird Niven in the interpretive center so Laird can examine it with the CT scanner. The scanner can show not only beyond the rust, but also the interior parts, which will aid in identification. Laird says it's not English, it's possibly French. He agrees when Gary says, or Portuguese. Speaking of the field trip in Portugal, that continues in the Templar city of Tomar. On the buildings, they see the older Templar cross that has equal lines and also the rebranded Order of the Christ cross with the longer bottom that was adopted after the fall of the Knights Templar at the hands of the King of France and the Pope. The cross matches up with Fred Nolan's 1981 discovery of boulders that are lined up in the shape of a cross. Back on Oak Island, as the B4C excavation continues, blacksmith Carmen Legg returns to identify recent finds. The decorative hinge is very rare, he says, and dates it from the mid-1400s to about 1690, predating the 1795 discovery of the money pit by at least 105 years. He further identifies it as Spanish style and agrees that it could be Portuguese when Marty asks. He also says it would have been on a strong box for holding valuables. The field trip travels 30 miles from Tomar to see this stone road that is similar to the one in the swamp on Oak Island. The team talks about the Portuguese copying the Roman style and possibly using it on Oak Island as well. Up the hill, the stone roads become a smaller stone path, also similar to the one found on Oak Island. Next time on an all-new The Curse of Oak Island episode called On the Road, Rick and the team continue research in a Templar church. Marty uncovers more of the stone path, presumably between the swamp and the money pit. And the Portugal contingent sees this in a tower, as their guide says it's 9 platforms, and Rick says that's exactly the money pit story. That episode synopsis, incorrectly labeled as episode 26 here on the History.com website, reads as follows. With winter fast approaching and time running out, Marty Lagina makes an incredible discovery on Oak Island, while on the other side of the Atlantic, Rick finds evidence that could tie the Knights Templar to the construction of the money pit. I'll be back next week to recap that episode 4, and a link to that recap episode will be in the video once I post the episode 24 recap. Sorry about that. I'm Coach Steve Money, and I am a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. These links are also in the video description below. Email about coaching or anything on my YouTube channel, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Channel donations can go to paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Add me on the gram, that's Instagram, and that's Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And this YouTube channel is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you so much for watching.